In this video, I will be ranking some of the art my server members made in the Discord server. We've got a variety of things today, from memes to drawings and Valerio's bus addiction. Let's get right into it. We will be starting off with just a short look at the rules. Basically, everything is allowed as long as some effort was put in. Images of trains and buses are also allowed as long as there is something unique about them, that either being a unique train, a unique livery, etc. Just raw images of buses are not allowed. Keep this in mind for later, please. I will give the winner a shout out. Starting off with our first submission by RS Adventure, also known as Blockbuster28. He submitted 2 screenshots. The first screenshot is a Class 195 at Morganstown prior to the 2.3 update, with a beautiful sunset in the background. I actually kinda liked parts of the old shuttle bridge concept, if we only count the water lines running on it, and of course SCR looks best at sunset. I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. He also submitted another screenshot of a Class 331 and an express train at Stepford Central. This image is still nice, but it feels a lot more bland and basic. It's just an image of 2 trains, it doesn't really stand out in my opinion. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have this image of a special KLM train from A Normal Marsman, and I'm gonna have to go to 4 out of 10 because, although the train is nice and all, this is literally just a link to an article, and not like an actual image. Now we have some historical train liveries from SCR Spotter. Did you steal my name? Anyways, he has posted these 2 heritage trains which he seems to have taken images of. I'll give these 2 a 6 out of 10 and 6.5 out of 10 respectively because I slightly prefer the blue one. Good news if you like memes, cause Francie posted a bunch of them. I can't be asked to rate these individually, so I'll just read them out. My overall ranking of all his memes is a solid 7.5 out of 10. Now let's read all of the memes. Gee, why don't people like our services? Slovenian Railways 2024. I wonder why. Slovenian Railways Siemens de Zero Kinder Egg. What's inside it? Perhaps a competently scheduled timetable, cause that would definitely be a very childish surprise. Slovenian Railways be like, you are 5 minutes late. Sorry, won't happen again. Please arrive earlier than 30 minutes late. No LOL. Now, 30 minutes is light work. I don't have photographic evidence, but I've seen multiple trains to Šid with a lateness of over 3 hours. Serbia Voz and the Slovenian Railways are clearly competing for the title of most incompetent railway in Europe, and the Hungarians are not that far behind. I still remember you running smoothly when you were freshly made in 1974. Dude, let me die, please! I have PTSD. From Vietnam, right? The intercity Slovenia train from Ljubljana and Celje is delayed by approximately 27 minutes. We apologize and hope for your understanding. 27 minutes is nothing. Try hopping onto a summer intercity train from Belgrade to Bar. It's a 17-hour ride with 4 hours of delay minimum. One of them also got recently rerouted to Čačak on accident and was stuck for an additional 5 hours on top of the usual 5 hours of delay and the 17-hour scheduled ride. Please stop saying dumb things! You're not even making sense! The regional train to Graz will depart from track number 1 at 14:23. Right, I'm tired of the memes. SCR Spotter has another historical train for us. This one is a 6 out of 10 in my opinion, although I definitely like the orange. And not just because I like the fruit. Abracadabra X26 comes in clutch with this farewell drawing of a Class 43 HST. For those of you who don't know, the HSTs were retired from service in England in December 2025 and now only operate for ScotRail. ScotRail is of course planning to replace their fleet with Meridians by late 2028, ending 53 years of these trains serving Great Britain, but still upkeeping the streak of stupid decisions made by the DFT. This is a very nice marker drawing. It's simplistic and a bit blocky, but still every bit as charming as the actual HSTs. I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. Now, the next submission is Valerio. And as you may remember, and I ask you to remember, I said I'd only allow images of IRL trains and buses if there's something unique about them. So far, everyone has fulfilled this rule. I have a question for you, Valerio. What is unique about Rome's buses and planes? I guess the images are nice, but they're all the same buses. And why the hell did you send so many? There's at least 100 in here. Jesus Christ, Valerio. 0 out of 10. Rainan, on the other hand, shows us how this rule is meant to be followed, with this unique livery train from Auckland. The blocky front feels weird, but I really love the colour palette on the sides of this livery. 6.5 out of 10. He also made this Class 91 drawing. It's a really good drawing, and I do have a soft spot for pencil-only drawings. As he said himself, the blunt end looks a little bit meh, but I really like the texture, 8 out of 10. Samsung Squid decided to take the drawings to the next level with this Class 37 that has split headlights. The texture here is even more impressive than Rainan's 91, and I just really like the shading. There's still a decent amount of detail even though the bogies and the back are unfinished, but I can't tell if that was a design choice or not. That's 9.5 out of 10 from me. This is followed up by Class 56 drawing. Again, parts of the front seem to be unfinished, but the detail on here is even more impressive than the Class 37. The yellow front adds a bit of colour while still preserving that black and white aesthetic, and the shading of the windows and this grey stripe is borderline impressive. 8.5 out of 10 though, because the unfinished front here is a lot more visible than on the 37. Samsung Squid follows this up with a Class 165 drawing. This is a Waterline 165 heading to Greenslade, if you can already tell from the Waterline text and the Greenslade text. Sorry, I am having a cramp in my foot. The width of the unit seems to be a bit small, but aside from that, I don't have much to add. The coupler has amazing detail, as does the rest of the cab. I'm not even sure the 165 in SCR has this level of detail. 9 out of 10. This Class 166 is clearly a masterpiece. It seems to be his only properly finished drawing, and it's amazing. The colour palette, the imperfect yet reasonable texture, the shading, the perspective, 10 out of 10, no comments. And finally, he ends it with a Class 185 drawing. As he says it himself, it's unfinished, so I will have to dock a point for that. I genuinely love the livery on the 185's IRL, and this is a really nice recreation. The detail on the coupler might be the most impressive yet, so this is a 9 out of 10 from me. To end the video, we have 2 more submissions from SCR Spotter. The first is a Solaris test bus that just showed up in his city one day. Bit of an irrelevant side note here, but I really love the dog on all the Solaris buses. These stripes are also nice, and the photo itself looks good. That's a 7.5 out of 10 from me. And I've saved the best for last. Can you guess what this is? Probably not, because it took 16 pieces of paper, and so this image is in horrible resolution. This is a paper, hand-drawn map of Stepford County Railway. It looks just as impressive as it sounds. I have no words. I also really like the cursive for the station names. That's an 11 out of 10 from me. I said I'd give 1 shout out, but I think it's fair I give out 2. The 2 best submissions here were the paper map from SCR Spotter and the Class 116 drawing from Samsung Squid. These are their channel usernames, so go give them a follow and watch some videos. Their channel links will also be in the description. Samsung Squid's videos are great from my experience, and SCR Spotter did say he will try to improve his quality. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching it, and big thanks to the channel members whose names you can see on screen. Join the Discord via the link in the description to potentially participate if I organize something like this again. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna go blow up civilian infrastructure in the Middle East. Goodbye.